Lesson 5.5, Standard Form. The objective of this lesson is to graph linear equations using intercepts and to write linear equations in standard form. Vocabulary. X-intercept is the x-coordinate of a point where a graph crosses the x-axis. Standard form of a linear equation. The standard form of a linear equation is ax plus by equals c, where a, b, and c are real numbers and a and b are not both 0. Essential understanding. Recall that a y-intercept is the y-coordinate of a point where a graph crosses the y-axis. The x-intercept is the x-coordinate of a point where a graph crosses the x-axis. One form of a linear equation called standard form allows you to find intercepts quickly. You can use the intercepts to draw the graph. Problem 1. What are the x and y intercepts of the graph of 3x plus 4y equals 24? Step 1. Let's find the x-intercept. To do so, you are going to substitute 0 for y and solve for x. So 3x plus 4y equals 24 is the equation. Substitute 0 for y, so 3x plus 4 times 0 equals 24, but anything times 0 is 0. So we get the equation 3x equals 24, divide both sides by 3, and x is equal to 8. Therefore, the x-intercept is 8, or as a coordinate, it's 8, 0. Step 2, find the y-intercept. You do the opposite. You substitute 0 for x, and you solve for y. So again, the equation is 3x plus 4y equals 24. Substitute 0 for x, 3 times 0 plus 4y equals 24. 3 times 0 is 0. 4y equals 24. Divide both sides by 4. Y is equal to 6. Therefore, the y-intercept is 6, or 0, 6 as a coordinate. And if you wanted to graph the line of this equation, you can just plot the point 8, 0 and 0, 6 on a coordinate plane and connect the 2 points with a straight line. Graphing a line using intercepts. What is the graph of x minus 2y equals negative 2? Step 1, you want to find the intercept. So again, x-intercept, substitute 0 for y and solve for x. So x minus 2 times 0 equals negative 2, and this is nice because all we're left with is x is equal to negative 2. The x-intercept is negative 2, which is the point negative 2, 0. Let's plot that point, which would be right here. The y-intercept, substitute 0 for x and solve for y. 0 minus 2y equals negative 2. Negative 2y equals negative 2. Divide both sides by negative 2. Y is equal to 1. So the y-intercept is 1, or the point 0, 1, which is right here. So plot the 2 points. Draw a straight line through them. Remember to extend your lines and connect and draw arrows at the end. Graphing horizontal and vertical lines. If a equals 0 in the standard form ax plus by equals c, then you can write the equation in the form y equals b, where b is a constant. If b equals 0 in the standard form ax plus by equals c, then you can write the equation in the form x equals a, where a is a constant. In other words, the graph of y equals b, or y equals a number, is a horizontal line. And the graph of x equals a, or x equals a number, is a vertical line. So problem 3, what is the graph of each equation? X equals 3. The equation is in the form x equals a number, so therefore it will be a vertical line passing through the point 3, 0, because x is equal to 3, which means y is 0. So this would be the point it goes through. Y equals 3. This equation is in the form y equals b, so that means it's going to be a horizontal line passing through the point 0, 3, because this is saying, well, y is equal to, so therefore x is equal to 0. Transforming to standard form. Given an equation in slope-intercept form or point-slope form, you can rewrite the equation in standard form using only integers. Problem 4. What is y equals negative 3 over 7x plus 5 written in standard form using integers? This equation is in slope-intercept form. So what we would do first is we would multiply each side by 7. we would use the distributive property to simplify 7y equals negative 3x plus 35, and all we would have to do to put this in standard form is add 3x to both sides, and we get the equation 3x plus 7y equals 35. Concept summary, linear equations. So far in these past couple of lessons, we have learned 3 different forms: slope-intercept form, point-slope form, and standard form, which you can describe any line using one or more of these forms of a linear equation. Any 2 equations for the same line are equivalent. So this would be a great time to put these 3 forms down somewhere to reference to, maybe in the front of chapter 5. So anytime we're dealing with any of these forms, you could just flip to that. Slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Point-slope form is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And standard form is ax plus by equals c. Let's go do a couple sample problems. Number 1. What are the x and y intercepts of the graph of the equation 5x minus 6y equals 60? So for x-intercept, y equals 0. So we'll have 5x minus 6 times 0 equals 60. This will cancel. 5x equals 60. Divide both sides by 5. X equals 12. As a coordinate, that would be 12, 0, because we said y was 0. Then if we do y-intercept, it's the opposite. X is equal to 0. So we have 5 times 0 minus 6y equals 60. Now just be careful here. 5 times 0 is 0, but we have a negative 6y. So negative 6y equals 60, not just positive. Divide both sides by negative 6, and you get y equals negative 10, and always write it as a coordinate as well, 0, negative 10. What is the graph of x equals 4? So x equals 4. Think back to a couple of slides. If it says x equals a number, it's going to be a vertical line, and the point that it's going to go through, if x is equal to 4, it's going to be 4, 0. So all you have to do to graph that is plot the point 4, 0, which is here, and do the best you can, not like me, draw a vertical line through 4, 0. And if we look at number 3, looking at what is the graph of y equals 1. Well, if x equals a number is vertical, y equals a number is horizontal, and that's going to go through the point 0, 1, which is right here. It's going to be a horizontal line. I'm going to do the best that I can. Much better. That would be the graph of y equals 1.